Manga-Waido.
I'm Yoshi Takuma. Just turned 34 a couple of months ago. I work at a company that makes food products for the restaurant business. Seems the latest staff member recently retired from a major food manufacturer. Oh yeah? The boss says he used to be the top salesman there. Yeah, okay. Let's see what this guy's got. This is Takagi. He's my coworker, and someone that always seems to get the latest news that's going around.
Pleased to meet you all. My name's Taka Kuroda. I look forward to working with all of you.
Holy cow. Seriously? I was shocked to see that the new contract employee was a neighbor of mine, Mr. Kuroda. He noticed me too, and after introductions, he approached me to say hello.
You're Yoshi, Mr. Sakima's eldest, right?
I had no idea that the new contract employee was you, Mr. Kuroda. You took me by surprise.
Yes, well, I realized I retired from my old job a bit too soon, and afterwards, I found that I had nothing to do at home. I'll try not to get in your way, so I hope you don't mind my joining you guys.
We don't mind at all. Looking forward to working with you, Mr. Kuroda. I remember that Mr. Kuroda was always around when the local festival took place. He would volunteer and run around helping out. He always struck me as a really hard worker. I bet he's real good at his job, too. I was anticipating working with him, but looks like Mr. Kuroda hasn't made a single sale yet. Yeah, looks that way. I know he's a nice guy and all, but wonder if he just hasn't got the energy anymore. He was able to mix in with the rest of the staff no problem, but maybe he wasn't able to land a good client. After 1 month, he still wasn't able to get one single account.
Oh boy.
Are you okay, Mr. Kuroda?
Oh, hello, Takuma. To be honest, it seems if I continue at this pace, I won't be able to renew my contract.
Around the neighborhood, Mr. Kuroda would assist people or volunteer to patrol the neighborhood. Once when my mom tripped over the curb, he came out to help. Seeing Mr. Kuroda downcast and helpless, it made my heart ache. I have several clients. I could introduce you to one, and you can work from there. What do you say?
Seriously? Would you do that?
It's a regular client. They renew every year so long as you maintain good relations with them. No problem. At least it'll get you started.
That's very kind of you, but are you sure it's okay?
No problem. When I first joined, I couldn't get any new clients either, and my boss did the same for me. We gotta help each other out when in need, right?
Thanks so much, Taka. I always knew you were a good kid.
With that, Mr. Kuroda felt he had to show some progress and started to make the rounds to various companies, redoubling his efforts to increase sales. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to get a new account. It wasn't because of lack of trying.
At this rate, I'm gonna get fired.
Everyone couldn't sit by and ignore him, and everyone, including Taka, went out of their way to support him. We all helped by making appointments for him, and eventually, he was able to increase his sales bit by bit.
Thanks for all your help, everyone. Maybe now I have a chance of becoming a full-time employee.
Please, it was nothing. We know you work hard too. It's not like you're just sitting around.
Yeah, and you came all the way here before us and cleaned up the office before we get here. That's really helpful.
I bet you'll be able to get way more accounts now.
Thanks, Taka. I better not let you guys down. I need to pay you all back for your kindness.
About 2 months later, Mr. Kuroda's sales record gradually increased, thanks to the account that I gave him and the support of the staff. His sales record surpassed the average. But then, he turned around and told the boss that the increase in sales was of his hard work, and that he did it completely on his own. Wow, Kuroda, you really upped your game. I knew we could count on you.
Thank you, sir. Just putting my experience to good work. Well, when I was at my previous position, I accumulated sales one after another. This recent increase was quite easy. As you know, I was a top salesman there.
Well, I'm glad you joined our team. Hey everyone! Learn from the master salesman! Huh? What's with Mr. Kuroda? He wasn't even able to get one account himself. Despite Mr. Kuroda's sales record still being low,
I don't need any more of your help.
Oh yeah? Well, okay. Now he seems totally confident and went off to meet his clients. When Mr. Kuroda first joined, he would arrive early and clean up the office, but he stopped doing that. He doesn't even make coffee when it's out. Mr. Kuroda, we all take turns cleaning and making coffee. I wish you'd pitch in too.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I was so busy meeting clients I forgot all about it.
If you can't work on a team, Mr. Kuroda, you may not be able to renew your contract. Have you thought of that?
Ha 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 ha! Don't make me laugh! Why wouldn't they renew? I'm an asset to them now! They're top salesmen!
He's right. He's been sucking up to the top management unlike his attitude towards us, so it seemed unlikely that they would fire him now. He's especially friendly with the section chief, Mr. Nakajima. They go out drinking quite often. Alright then, we reached our sales target again. Let's go out and celebrate.
Yes, that would be great, sir.
You guys are all done, right? Let's get going. You too, Hosoi.
Sorry, sir. I have another schedule with a friend.
Yeah, me too. I'm busy tonight. Are you guys serious? The boss invites you out, and that's the reaction I get? Especially you, Hosoi. This is the time for women to step up and take the lead. Man, Miss Hosoi hates this kind of thing. Mr. Nakajima, Miss Hosoi has an appointment scheduled with her former college professor. It wouldn't be right for her to cancel that.
Huh? But...
Oh yeah, you said he was visiting and was only here for a few days.
Yes, that's right. He leaves tomorrow for Kyoto. Tonight's my only chance to meet him, so I'm really sorry, Mr. Nakajima.
Huh? You sure about that? You're not making that up, are you? Of course not, sir. She mentioned it last week, as a matter of fact. Anyways, I'll join you guys, so no worries. Man, you kids never go out when asked. Always doing stuff on your own after work.
I agree completely, sir. These kids have so little respect for their elders. Let's go and enjoy ourselves.
Yes, you're right. Drinking with these folks won't be any fun anyway.
Yes, definitely, sir. No fun at all.
Hey, Yoshi, I'm sorry. I really can't make it tonight. I already promised my girlfriend.
Me too. I hate to do this to you.
Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Just make sure she's okay, Taka. Yeah, of course. So I sacrificed myself for my coworkers and joined Mr. Nakajima and Mr. Kuroda for a few drinks downtown. The following day, I was in the break area when... Hey Yoshi, how'd it go last night? I wouldn't call it fun, that's for sure. Mr. Kuroda was acting as if he was a first-rate salesman. Oh man, that must have been really fun. Around the neighborhood, he seemed like such a nice guy. I had no idea that he was actually that kind of person. Yeah, me too. I never should have helped him out like I did. Yeah, I remember you worked overtime to help him draw up those sales documents. It wasn't just that. He came crying to me that his contract would not be renewed if he didn't get more sales, so I relinquished some of the sales I was about to close. Man, are you serious? Yeah, got totally conned by his smooth talk. The other staff members felt the same way. Gradually, there was a rift between him and the rest of the staff, but this only caused Mr. Kuroda to be even more belligerent. He started to push products on customers against their will, visit customers without an appointment, or simply not leave a client's office until they had agreed on a sale. Mr. Kuroda, you forced that sale of our new product to Waido Foods, didn't you? We got a complaint from them this morning!
All I did was make sales. That's my job. I don't see a problem here.
Waido Foods has a regular supply of pre-selected goods. They don't need new products. The top management even said it wasn't necessary to push new products on them. I told you that the head of procurement at Waido is a difficult guy. Nothing good will come by pissing him off, for Pete's sake!
Calm down, kid. And why are you ordering around an experienced veteran salesman like myself? You're being totally disrespectful. I'm in charge of Waido Foods. All I did was increase sales to them is all. I don't need a greenhorn like you telling me how to do my job.
Are you serious, Mr. Kuroda? I relinquished that account to you because you were having trouble getting any sales! That was my account!
You're really pushing this, kid! I have no intention of giving that account back to you, or even changing my sales methods!
Calm down, Mr. Kuroda. All I'm saying is...
I can't listen to this crap anymore! I'm taking a break!
Mr. Kuroda... After that, even Taka tried to talk some sense into him, but he wouldn't listen. He just brushed him off as a pesky subordinate. But that wasn't all.
Mr. Kuroda, he just puts his hands around my hips back there.
Huh? What's with Miss Hosoi?
Are you serious? Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess. But it was kind of creepy.
Yeah, I got the same thing. He wanted to go out drinking with me. Can you believe this guy?
My god, no way.
Is all that true? It's my responsibility. I felt sorry for the guy and helped him out. This can't go on. I made up my mind right then and there to do something about this mess. About a week later, Mr. Kuroda, can I talk to you for a second? I don't want you ever touching Miss Hosoi again.
Huh? What are you talking about? She just seemed so skinny, and I was concerned about her health. Did a little medical check on her is all. What's the big deal?
Are you serious? You can't do that kind of thing in this day and age.
It's just a little bonding is all. It's a form of affection, that's all. It was just a friendly gesture. Man, you young kids got no appreciation.
I doubt she took it as a friendly gesture. Just don't do that thing ever again.
You little punk! Don't go giving me orders! Ah!
Yoshi, are you okay?
Yeah, thanks. I'm fine. Mr. Kuroda, do you really think that you can get away with this?
Come on, kid, give me a break. This kind of stuff went on all the time when I was young. It's all part of company training. Learn to live with it. It'll do you good.
Just so you know, Mr. Kuroda, we got all of that on video.
Huh?
Standing in the corner of the office was Taka, his smartphone pointed towards us. That's right. Taka and I were ready for this. We had it all planned out. We were sure he would act this way. We can't let this go on any longer. We have to do something. This is getting way out of hand. You got that right. We need to collect as much evidence as possible to convince the top management. Can you help me out, Taka? Of course. I'll do anything you ask. So we decided that I would confront Mr. Kuroda and get him to react, and Taka would be standing by to get it all on his smartphone. Knowing Mr. Kuroda and his hot temper, we were sure he wouldn't let us down. What you did to me is assault, and as for Miss Hosoi, that was disrespectful and a clear case of sexual harassment. We're gonna have to report this to the top management.
What the hell are you yapping about? I'm a top salesman! And don't forget, Mr. Nakajima's on my side! He'd never terminate my contract!
Mr. Kuroda just laughed it off and went out to a sales appointment. After he left, I gathered everyone, and we discussed this whole fiasco, and started collecting as much evidence as we could. By this time, Mr. Kuroda was totally high on his self-glorification, and there was ample evidence of all the complaints from clients. It didn't take long for us to collect all the negative evidence showcasing his malfeasance. We got all the evidence, and the fact that Mr. Nakajima failed to rein him in, and reported it to the top management. All the evidence was there, and they immediately acted. As a result, his contract was not renewed, and by the end of the month, he was out. As for Mr. Nakajima, he was reprimanded and subsequently transferred to another small branch office. It was only later that I learned that he caused some sort of trouble. A physical altercation, I hear. He was let go for this reason. And on the last day of Mr. Kuroda's contract period...
Damn it. Why the hell do I have to quit, for God's sake? What did I do that was so wrong?
He continued muttering to himself while packing his stuff, but nobody stopped to talk to him.
What the hell are you staring at? You want to say something? Say it. And stop laughing at me!
I'm not laughing.
Don't give me that! You planned all this! You tricked me into making a scene! Admit it! It was you! That's why you're snickering behind my back! I want you to apologize to me! Apologize for laughing at me!
Please, what are you doing? Stop this nonsense! Taka, call security right away! You got it, Yoshi!
Security, huh? Let me go! He needs to pay for what he did to me!
That was the last we saw of Mr. Kuroda, kicking and screaming as he was led away by security. The next day, Mr. Kuroda and his wife came to my house to apologize for the unpleasant scene the day before.
I'm sorry for my husband's behavior. The real reason is that he caused considerable trouble at his previous company and was forced into early retirement.
I see. I had no idea.
I'm sorry for everything. My husband is not as skilled as he purports to be. He's always been like this, all talk and no real skill. This is so embarrassing.
It's all in the past. As long as he doesn't bother me anymore, I'll forget the whole thing. But if he persists on inconveniencing my life, I'm gonna have to contact the police. Just so you know.
Yeah, of course. Please forgive us for this unfortunate incident. I plan to divorce him anyway. The house is in my name, so I will ask him to leave.
What? Are you serious, Yukiko? You can't just kick me out! And who said anything about a divorce?
Oh, okay. I see. Well, if that's the case, here, take this. It may come in handy.
What's this, may I ask?
It's proof of his infidelity.
Wait, what?
As I was gathering evidence of your husband's troublesome actions at work, I found that during his purported visits to various clients, well, we found that he was seeing a woman. I realized when I found out that this was the reason he couldn't get any new accounts. He wasn't even trying.
You can't get away with this! You know what will happen to you!
Are you kidding me? That's my line. You got a lot of explaining to do.
Shut your mouth, woman! A wife needs to just obey her husband!
Excuse me, but would you take your domestic quarrels elsewhere? I don't want to hear anymore. After they left, I could still hear them arguing outside, so I peeked out and said I would call the police if they didn't pipe down. And that seemed to do the trick. I later heard he got cleaned out for every cent he had and was kicked out of his home, never to be heard from again. Not that I want to know what happened to him. It didn't concern me anymore. Yeah, well, but I gotta say, I kind of feel sorry for his wife. At least she got the house. Yeah, I later asked my folks about him, and it seemed during those local festivals, he selected work that made him look busy, but skipped out on the troublesome stuff. It was all just outward appearance. So he was just playing the part of a nice old guy, huh? Yeah, he really hoodwinked us, didn't he? I was the first to fall for his deception. Giving him that first account? What an idiot, huh? Don't worry about it. We all fell for his con game. Oh, there's Miss Hosoi. She said she wanted to talk to you. Better exit stage right. See you later, Yoshi. Good luck. Huh? What do you mean?
Hey, Yoshi. Thanks for helping me out the other day. I really appreciate it.
Forget it. Anybody would have done the same.
I think your sense of justice is wonderful. You really have courage, too. Honestly, I have to say, I was quite impressed.
Huh? Yeah, really? Go for it, man! Get lost, Taka! After that, we started seeing each other. Well, that's one thing that I can thank Mr. Kuroda for bringing us together.